You've given your all, every ounce of energy, every late night, every tear, every prayer, and every effort you could muster has been poured into the path you are walking. Life has tested you in ways that seemed unbearable at times, pushing you to your limits, challenging your patience, resilience, and faith. You've faced moments where it felt like the world was against you, where circumstances seemed impossible to overcome, and yet you didn't give up. You continued moving forward, step by step, even when the weight on your shoulders felt unbearable. You've invested yourself fully in your goals, dreams, and responsibilities, and now it's essential to recognize that there comes a moment when your job is done, when the effort has been made, and all that remains is to surrender. This surrender is not a sign of weakness. It is a powerful acknowledgement that there is a higher force at work, a divine presence that knows the bigger picture, that sees beyond what your eyes can perceive. For so long, you have carried the burden of trying to control everything, of micromanaging outcomes, of worrying about what comes next. You've strategized, planned, and worked tirelessly to ensure the best possible results, but there comes a time when pushing any further does not create more progress. Instead, it leads to exhaustion, frustration, and diminishing returns. Recognizing this turning point is vital, because it is at this moment that you begin to step into a deeper level of faith. You've done everything within your human capacity, and now it's time to release the need to force results, to let go of the illusion that success depends solely on your effort. There is immense freedom in understanding that your role is to give your best, to remain diligent, committed, and faithful, and then allow God to handle the outcomes. This act of surrender is a deliberate choice, a conscious decision to step back and trust that what is meant for you will come in perfect timing and alignment. It requires humility, the humility to admit that despite your dedication, you cannot control every variable, and that some things are beyond your hands. This is not giving up. It is a profound form of strength. It takes courage to stop forcing, to stop struggling against currents that are not meant to be fought alone, and to hand over your worries, fears, and uncertainties to a higher power. You have spent countless hours, days, and perhaps even years working toward your dreams, and the results may not have always been immediate or visible. Yet, every effort you've invested has laid the foundation for what is about to manifest. When you release the pressure, when you let go of the need to micromanage, you create space for divine intervention. It is in the act of surrender that the unseen forces can operate fully, orchestrating circumstances, opportunities, and people in ways that your mind could never imagine. Trusting this process requires patience, because divine timing does not always align with human impatience. You may feel the urge to rush, to push harder, or to take control again, but each moment of surrender strengthens your faith, your resilience, and your connection to the divine. You've learned lessons that cannot be taught in books or classrooms, the lessons of perseverance, endurance, and unwavering commitment in the face of challenges. These lessons are now the tools you carry as you step back, knowing that what you have done is enough. Your hard work, your dedication, and your willingness to face fear head on have earned you a place of favor in the divine plan. Now, the next steps are not about exerting more effort. They are about cultivating trust, patience, and faith that everything will unfold as it should. This is a transformative stage where the energy shifts from struggle to alignment, from striving to receiving. When you surrender, you are not abandoning your dreams or goals. Rather, you are aligning with the natural flow of life and the guidance of a higher power that has been working behind the scenes all along. Every sacrifice you have made, every late night, every tear, every act of courage has been noticed and recorded in ways that go beyond human perception. The universe, the divine, or God, however you understand it, is fully aware of your journey and is preparing the way for results that honor your persistence and dedication. This moment is about recognizing that effort alone is not the entirety of success. It is the partnership between your action and divine orchestration that produces the fullest, most abundant outcomes. It is about understanding that sometimes the most powerful step you can take is to stop trying to control everything and allow the forces beyond you to move freely. Your journey has been a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to endure. And now it is time to step into a space of trust. Trust that what you have worked for is already being arranged in ways you cannot yet see. Trust that the unseen forces are creating opportunities, opening doors, and orchestrating connections that will serve your highest good. Trust that the delays, setbacks, and obstacles were never punishments, but necessary steps to prepare you for the blessings that are on their way. Surrender is not passive, it is active faith. It is the conscious choice to release the need to control, to stop resisting the natural flow, and to embrace the belief that everything you have given and done has meaning, value, and purpose. By letting go, you free yourself from the chains of doubt, anxiety, and overexertion. You open yourself to receive guidance, clarity, and unexpected breakthroughs. You create room for miracles to manifest in your life, because divine power moves most profoundly in spaces where human control is absent. When you surrender, you acknowledge that your role is to keep showing up with integrity, intention, and effort, but the results are not your responsibility. They are God's. You've done enough. Every moment of struggle, every ounce of energy, every act of faith has built a foundation that cannot be shaken. Now, it is time to release, to let go, and to trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. God sees every effort you've made, every tear you've shed, every sleepless night you've endured, and every moment you've pushed yourself beyond what you thought was possible. He notices the times when you felt invisible, the times when your contributions went unrecognized, and the moments when it seemed like nothing you did mattered. But nothing escapes his sight. Every act of courage, every choice to keep moving forward despite fear, every moment you chose integrity over compromise is seen, acknowledged, and valued. There is a divine awareness that knows the depth of your heart, the intentions behind your actions, and the struggles that have shaped your journey. Often, you may feel that your efforts are unnoticed or unappreciated, that the world moves on without acknowledging the sacrifices you've made, and that your hard work seems to vanish into the background. Yet God is fully aware. He has been tracking your perseverance, your faith, and your resilience. He knows the weight you've carried, the battles you've fought, and the mountains you've climbed, sometimes alone. This recognition is not superficial, it is profound. It validates your journey, your commitment, and your endurance. The divine sees not just the results of your labor, but the heart behind it, the intentions, the sincerity, the willingness to continue even when the path was unclear or difficult. There is a sacred understanding that goes beyond human judgment and measurement. The divine knows that true effort is not always rewarded immediately in visible ways, but that every step you've taken, every decision you've made, every action performed with love, integrity, and courage has lasting impact in ways that may not yet be apparent. It is this awareness that reminds you that your journey is never wasted, that your struggles have meaning, and that your efforts are never overlooked. Sometimes it can feel like you are pushing against walls, like your prayers go unheard, and like your work goes unnoticed. But God's perspective is eternal. He sees the bigger picture, the threads connecting your actions to outcomes you cannot yet imagine, the hidden ways your efforts are creating impact, and the unseen doors that are being prepared to open because of your dedication. This recognition allows you to rest in the assurance that your energy, your time, and your devotion are never lost. Every tear, every act of kindness, every ounce of love you've poured into others, and every step you've taken toward your dreams has been registered and accounted for in divine timing. God sees not only what you have done, but also what you have endured. He knows the inner battles, the moments of doubt, the fears that whispered in your mind, and the struggles you overcame without anyone noticing. He knows the courage it took to keep moving forward, to keep trusting, to keep believing when all seemed hopeless. This awareness creates a sense of profound security because it reassures you that you are not alone, that your life is not insignificant, and that your journey matters in ways that go beyond human comprehension. The divine recognition also brings encouragement. When you understand that God sees your effort, it allows you to release the need for external validation, to stop measuring your worth by how others respond, and to stop seeking approval from those who may never understand your journey. You begin to realize that the true validation comes from the divine, from the one who knows your heart completely, and from the eternal perspective that sees your value far beyond what the world can perceive. This understanding invites a deeper level of trust and faith. You can continue to give your best, remain diligent, and stay committed to your purpose, knowing that every effort has been seen, and that no act of love, no step of faith, and no ounce of energy is ever wasted. Even when the outcome seems delayed or unclear, God is orchestrating circumstances in alignment with the work you've done, preparing the right moments, people, and opportunities to bring fulfillment in ways that surpass human expectation. This divine vision also helps you release frustration, resentment, or feelings of inadequacy. When you know that your efforts are fully recognized, you no longer need to prove yourself to anyone or seek constant reassurance. You can operate from a place of peace, knowing that your labor is significant, that your sacrifices matter, and that your commitment has eternal weight. God's awareness is not passive, it is active. It works in your favor, guiding situations, opening doors, and arranging encounters that honor the work you've invested. He knows when to act, when to intervene, and how to align circumstances perfectly to reward, bless, and elevate you according to His plan. This understanding instills patience and trust, reminding you that divine timing is perfect, that delays are never denials, and that every effort you've made is contributing to something far greater than you can currently see. God sees your heart, your intentions, and your persistence, and this knowledge allows you to rest in His guidance, to step forward with confidence, and to embrace the unfolding journey without fear or doubt. Every challenge you've faced, every hurdle you've overcome, and every moment of perseverance has been noted in the divine ledger, shaping your path, preparing you for what is to come, and ensuring that the blessings and results aligned with your efforts are inevitable. God's awareness transforms your perspective, allowing you to see your journey not as a series of struggles, but as a purposeful sequence of efforts, lessons, and growth moments that culminate in blessings beyond imagination. Knowing that God sees everything you've done strengthens your resolve, restores your faith, and inspires you to continue moving forward with courage, knowing that your life, your efforts, and your heart are fully acknowledged, fully appreciated, and fully guided toward divine fulfillment. Letting go of control and allowing divine blessings to unfold is one of the most powerful steps you can take in your spiritual and personal journey. For so long, you may have carried the weight of responsibility on your shoulders, believing that the outcome of every situation, every decision, and every dream depended solely on your efforts. You may have planned meticulously, strategized endlessly, and pushed yourself to achieve results, believing that control was the key to success. Yet, the truth is that control can only take you so far. There is a point where human effort reaches its limits, where striving becomes exhausting, and where outcomes can no longer be dictated by sheer will. It is at this point that surrender becomes necessary, that stepping back and allowing divine blessings to unfold becomes not only wise but essential. This act of surrender does not mean giving up on your goals or abandoning your responsibilities. Rather, it is a conscious recognition that the universe, God, or the higher power that guides your life is capable of orchestrating circumstances in ways far beyond your imagination. When you release the need to control, you create space for miracles to enter your life. You open the door for unexpected opportunities, divine encounters, and blessings that are perfectly aligned with your highest good. Letting go of control allows the natural flow of life to take over, aligning timing, people, and circumstances in ways that human planning could never achieve. It requires trust, patience, and faith, because releasing control often comes with uncertainty. You may not immediately see how things are working out, and it may feel uncomfortable to step back from the familiar sense of responsibility that comes with trying to manage everything. Yet, surrender is an active form of faith. It is a deliberate choice to trust that what is meant for you will come, that the seeds you've planted will grow, and that the efforts you've invested will bear fruit in the right time and manner. Divine blessings often unfold in ways that are unexpected, and when you try to control the process, you can unintentionally block the very flow of abundance you are seeking. The human mind tends to want to predict, plan, and direct outcomes, but the higher power that governs life operates in a realm beyond human comprehension, where timing, alignment, and orchestration are perfect. By letting go of control, you allow yourself to tap into this higher intelligence, to align with the greater plan, and to witness the unfolding of blessings that are far greater than anything you could have arranged on your own. This surrender also brings freedom from fear and anxiety. When you are constantly trying to manage every detail, you carry an invisible weight that can be exhausting and overwhelming. Worry, doubt, and overthinking consume energy that could be better spent appreciating the journey and remaining open to guidance. By releasing control, you liberate yourself from these burdens, allowing peace, clarity, and calm to replace tension and stress. The act of letting go is a demonstration of trust in the divine process. It shows that you believe in a power greater than yourself, that you understand the value of patience, and that you are willing to move in harmony with life rather than against it. When you surrender control, you acknowledge that some things are beyond human influence, and that trying to force outcomes can often create resistance instead of progress. It is in this space of surrender that blessings begin to flow. Opportunities arrive in ways you never anticipated. Solutions appear from unexpected sources, and synchronicities align to bring about results that feel miraculous. This is the reward of faith, the ability to let go and allow life to unfold according to a divine plan. Letting go of control also cultivates humility. It reminds you that no matter how skilled, intelligent, or capable you are, there are forces beyond your comprehension working for your benefit. This humility is not weakness, it is strength, because it opens your heart to receive guidance, support, and blessings that you could not achieve alone. The more you release the need to manage every detail, the more you invite grace, abundance, and divine intervention into your life. This process is not instantaneous. It requires practice, patience, and consistency. There may be moments when the urge to take control returns, when fear tempts you to micromanage outcomes, or when impatience challenges your trust. These moments are natural, but each time you choose to surrender again, your faith strengthens and your alignment with divine timing deepens. Over time, letting go of control becomes a habit, a natural state of being, and a powerful tool for manifesting blessings in your life. Divine blessings are often hidden in ways that the human mind cannot anticipate. By trying to control every detail, you may unknowingly close doors to opportunities that were meant to enhance your life. When you release control, you allow life to orchestrate experiences that match your highest good, creating outcomes that surpass your expectations and bring fulfillment on multiple levels. Surrender also teaches you patience. You learn that timing is critical, that rushing the process can create unnecessary obstacles, and that the universe has a rhythm that is perfectly attuned to your growth and readiness. Each delay, each twist in the journey, is not a setback but a preparation for something greater, a step in a carefully designed plan that ultimately serves your highest purpose. Letting go of control does not mean inaction. It means acting with intention while releasing attachment to the results. It is about giving your best effort in alignment with your values and purpose, and then trusting that the results will manifest in the perfect way, at the perfect time, and through the perfect channels. This trust is the essence of spiritual growth, personal freedom, and inner peace. As you allow divine blessings to unfold, you will notice a shift in your life, a sense of ease replacing struggle, clarity replacing confusion, and joy replacing anxiety. Opportunities will appear, relationships will align, and resources will flow in harmony with your path. This is the reward of letting go, of releasing the need to control, and of embracing faith in a higher power that sees what you cannot see and knows what you need before you even ask. By letting go, you step into a life of alignment, abundance, and divine favor, where miracles become a natural part of your journey and where blessings unfold effortlessly in perfect timing.